Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in the series of pattern printing, this is the next pattern we are going to see today. So let's first analyze the pattern. As we can see that in this pattern, there is not a certain uniform thing that goes through all of the pattern. But if we divide the pattern into two halves, that is if I divide it like this, in this part of the code, the number of characters being printed is increased by 1 for every row. And in the lower part of the code, the number of characters being printed decreases by 1 character for every row. See how we have to print both these areas. So over here we can say that for half of the pattern we have to print in increasing order, and for the rest half of the pattern we have to print in the decreasing order. So first we have to say that from which row we have to print the characters in decreasing number of order. So let's take several examples. Let's first do it for n is equals to 3. In n is equals to 3, we will have a pattern like this. For n is equals to 5, we will be having pattern like this. So now over here we can see for n is equals to 3, we have to print the increasing order up till the second row. For n is equals to 5, we have to print in increasing order up till the third row. And for n is equals to 7, we have to print in increasing order up till row 4. So over here we can conclude that the number of times we have to print in increasing order is n plus 1 whole divided by 2. Now over here we have to keep this in mind that this pattern is only for odd number of rows. This pattern cannot work for even number of rows. Now once we have come to know that we have to print the characters in increasing order up till this, and after that we have to print them in decreasing order. So over here I will have to introduce an if else block. And I have to introduce this block such that for the first part of the block, that is the if part of the block, I will be printing for rows from 1 to 4, that is from rows from 1 to n plus 1 by 2, and the else block will handle the decreasing count. So over here I have to print some characters. We will see how many characters have to be printed, and similarly we have to see how many characters should be printed over here. And over here we have to write if 1 is less than equals to n plus 1 by 2. So this means that till the value of I or the row count is less than equals to n plus 1 by 2, we will be printing the stars in increasing order, else we will be printing the stars in decreasing order. Now let's see how many stars have to be printed. For the increasing order, it is really very simple because the number of stars being printed is equals to the number of row, that is the row count. So over here we will have I, that is I denotes a row count. Now for the second half we have to analyze how many number of characters are to be printed. So let's see. Over here in the fifth row we have to print 3 characters. In the sixth row we have to print 2 characters, and in the seventh row we have to print only 1 character. Here we can see that the sum of the row and the number of characters being printed is equivalent to 8, that is n plus 1. Now we can verify this thing for the next 2 patterns as well. Over here we have to print only 1 character for our third row. So that comes to be 4, which again satisfies our equation n plus 1. Over here, for the fourth row, we have to print 2 characters, and for the fifth row, we have to print only 1 character. So total comes out to be 6, and which again satisfies the equation n plus 1. So over here, we have to write n plus 1 minus I, that is the total number, the n plus 1 minus the row count. Since over here n plus 1 is 8 minus 5 will be 3, so 3 characters will be printed. And once we are done printing all the characters for the row, we will get our control to the next line. See, our pattern got printed. This is for n is equals to 7. If I increase it to n is equals to 9, our pattern has been printed. So this is our second pattern for today. So first let's analyze this pattern. This pattern is almost similar to the previous pattern we have printed. The only difference is that we have to print some more spaces before the characters are being printed. So this code will remain same. The only difference will be that we will have to print some amount of spaces before the character gets printed. So now let's see how many times the space has to be printed. Now for the time we have to print it in increasing order, the characters have to be printed in increasing order. The number of spaces will be printed in decreasing order. So for first row, let's analyze for the first half. For the first row we have 3 spaces and 1 character. Then we have 2 spaces and 2 characters. Then we have 1 space, 3 characters. And then we have 0 spaces and 4 characters. And for the second half, first we have 1 space and 3 characters. Then we have 2 spaces and 2 characters. Then we have 3 spaces and 1 character. Over here we can see that the total number of spaces and characters being printed is equivalent to 4, which we have already seen that it is equivalent to n plus 1 by 2. The second thing we see for the first part is that the number of spaces being printed is equivalent to the mid, that is 4, minus the row count. So for the first part, that is the increasing part, the number of spaces being printed are n plus 1 by 2 minus our row count. But for the second part, here we see that the number of spaces being printed is equivalent to row count minus the mid, that is n plus 1 by 2. Let's verify it. For the fifth row, the number of spaces being printed is 1. So let's put the values. Our n plus 1 by 2 is 4, and for fifth row we get it 1. Now for the sixth row we will get it as 2, and for the seventh row we get it as 3. So this is the number of spaces being printed for the upper half, and this is the number of spaces being printed for the lower half. So let's see how this works. I am commenting the previous pattern. See, our pattern has been printed. This was all for today's video. If you like my videos and you want to see more such videos, please subscribe to my channel. And in case you have to see some other videos related to coding, please leave down a comment below. I will make videos on them as well. Thank you.